Yeah, we good now, though. Peace, y'all. We back. We back. Connectivity issues. We good, though. All right, we back. Nah, they can't stop. Nah, nothing fishy was going on. It was connectivity. I thought I was on Wi-Fi, and I wasn't. All right, but peace, y'all. Peace. Back to it. Wait for some folks to get in. Make sure you share. All right, make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Sometimes caring can be very daring. All right, I'm going to say it again. Sharing is caring. Sometimes caring can be very daring. All right, we back. All right, we back. All right, but back to it. Wait for the folks to come on in. Make sure y'all share. All right, lesson of the day is principle. Word of the day is principle. Message of the day is principle. Word of the day is principle. Okay? We have to focus on the principle. Somebody said, what type of beings? Principle beings. All right, understanding what the principle is, who the principle is. Because don't you know that the debt is owed to the principle? All right, shout out to all the international followers. Peace and love. All right, now I don't know all the laws in all countries, but I bet you anything in my account that every country has some type of constitution where the citizens can exercise. All right, now I wouldn't say all, but you know, those that are under the one world order, we ain't gonna go too deep into that. All right, but today we're talking about principles. All right, today we're talking about principles. Debt is owed to the principal. If you got to write that down so you can remember it, debt is owed to the principal. All right, y'all, we live on Facebook. We live on Instagram. Shout outs to both sides. Peace and love to both families. Okay. All right, today we're going over some information. All right. If you put these names on your bill and just send it in without understanding what's going on, it's on you, family. If your account gets locked up, it's on you. Somebody asks us, is it the principal or the principal? All right, we're talking about the P-A-L, not the P-L-E. All right, principal. The one with the P-L-E is talking about morals. A principal is a master of a school. All right, so you got to understand, like back to the story I was telling y'all about, I used to get suspended a lot in middle school. All right, when I used to have to get reinstated, I used to have to meet with the principal. I couldn't just go straight to class. All right, I couldn't just go straight to class. I had to go meet with the principal, and the principal had to reinstate me. All right, so for those that's been following and for those that's been reading, that sounds a little bit relatable to the Sestakeva Act of 1666. Okay, so if I'm suspended from school and I go back to school and I can't just go to class and act like and basically resume business, I have to get reinstated by the principal so I can resume business. Don't y'all know school is a business? Don't y'all know every single person that is in school is acting as an agent? Where do y'all think lunch accounts come from? When they be like, you owe. You don't owe. The principal is due that. Everything is already prepaid, family. When your mom and dad enrolled you into that school, they had to apply. Right? They had to apply. So since school is a business, they don't got to tell you private information. They're going to give you the public basics of information that you signed up for. Okay? So a lot of times we be beating up on public school system. I know I used to. All right? But I'm going to be real. If it wasn't for public schools, a lot of us wouldn't know how to read. A lot of us wouldn't know how to write. Why? Because we said, well, my mama would just taught me. Your mama and daddy didn't have time to teach you. They were at work, paying bills. They had to drop you off somewhere. And what's more common than a public school. To put you on a public system. Meaning everybody needs to learn how to read, write, count, how to put your squares in circles, how to put your squares in squares and your circles with circles, how to put your sentences properly together, how to build a paragraph, how to comprehend, how to write words over and over and over and over. We use ask yourself, why I gotta keep writing this? So you can remember it, you uninformed child. That's why. Okay? So you can remember it. Okay? That's why. So you can remember it. That's why you had to read the same stuff over and over and over and over. You know how many people come and ask questions about this information and say things like, can you just tell us the answers? I'm going to tell you the answers today. But what curriculum where they just give you the answers and don't teach you how to properly use answers? How can you show your work? How do you show your work if you can't break down what you're doing? Folks asking, hey man, what's the answer to 3 plus 3? I bet. I'm about to put 6. Just tell me what to say, I'm gonna put it. And then you put 6, you send it in to the teacher. The teacher looks at it and sends it back and say, hey, I need you to show your work. This isn't right. And that's the boat that a lot of you people are in. I would say we, but I'm not in that boat anymore. All right. And a lot of times we like to use it's definitely influencers. All right. It's kind of taught to kind of have that like make it relatable, make it seem like you. It's like, great. I can make it relatable all day, but I'm not going to keep on saying I'm not. Okay. I'm here to elevate folks. I'm here to motivate folks. I'm not here to talk down on people. If you feel like I'm talking down on you, it's simply because you're a loser. Okay? And that ain't the alcohol talking. That's just my heart talking. You're a loser. All right? Because everybody that's been competitive understands a coach that's on your ass is a coach that believes in you. Y'all ever knew that trash-ass person on the team? The sorriest person on the team, the coach never got on their ass? Why? Because they suck. Some of y'all got kids that the trashest kid on the damn team, the coach don't say nothing to him because your baby trash, that's why. But let's get back to the information. All right, so when we receive these bills, understand, these bills are value being sent to us, family. Okay, these bills are sent to us so we can use. Y'all think they just sending us bills so we can look at them and say, oh my gosh, I can't pay this. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's just me. I don't have help. Now you start blaming people around you that ain't helping you because you ain't read shit. You start blaming your baby mama. You start blaming your baby daddy for the things you not reading. Okay? You just start blaming folks. Okay? Think about it. Why am I in this situation? Who ain't helping me? My daddy ain't helping me. My mama, they see I need help. We get into these childlike mentalities like, why isn't anyone helping me? Every corporation you invest in is helping you. Okay? They're giving you money every month. Remember, word of the day is principal. The bill is due to the principal. The principal is not a living person. The living person is the agent that is doing business for the principal. Who's the living person? Me. You. Me. You. You ever called the bank before and they said, your principal balance is yada yada? They're telling you. You ever called a bill before and say, hey, yeah, your principal balance is yada yada? They're telling us. We want to keep blaming banks. We want to keep blaming the school system. We're literally blaming the school system that taught us how to read. If it wasn't for a school system, a lot of y'all wouldn't know how to read. Well, a lot of folks don't even read. Really think about that. What were you going to do if you wasn't in public school? A lot of people, well, I would have just been in public. I would have just been in private school. Private school where? Your mom and dad was uninformed. What private school money? What are you talking about? That public school saved you to even be able to comprehend what I'm talking about. Okay? So we need to have a damn public school celebration day, okay? Because again, I can say for me personally, if it wasn't for public schools, I wouldn't know how to read. All right, my dad was in the military. My mom was, being a mother, but she, she wasn't informed on the things that she needed to be informed on. You see what I'm saying? So we needed these schools. People say, we should just put all our kids in private school, and then they kid go to public school. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. How many people say that? We need to put all our kids in private school. Why is it we? It's individual. What my kid knows isn't going to be what your kid knows. This isn't a collective, family. A lot of people put their kids in public school so they can do what? Go to work. Because most people say, I can't have kids on my hip all day. I got to go make some money. I got to go make some money. Right? Right. Okay? Now, if somebody can't make money because they got kids on their hip, now they're going to start thinking, who isn't helping me? Where is my other partner? Where is my help? You see how we start getting into, it's an easy, basically it's an easy pit to fall in, okay? Being male and female, or being masculine and being feminine, okay? It's all about cash, family. That's why they have school systems between 8 and 5. After school programs stop around 5 o'clock. Okay, kids get out of school about 3 o'clock. They go to after school for about 2 hours. Mom and dad get off, or 6, 7. Okay? All that is geared so we can understand a workman schedule. Okay? But while we're learning public information, meaning how to read, how to count, how to comprehend, when we go home, we're supposed to learn private information like interest, equity, rights. Okay? So understand, every bill that you get, all right, on my bills, I put accepted for value. Again, this is not legal advice. I'm not an attorney. All right. This is just entertainment, information purposes only. Proceed at your own risk. Quote from Congress, 1 USC 1. An idiot is anyone that enters a contract and doesn't understand what the contract is. So please, be my guest. Go be an idiot. All right, go be an idiot. All right, idiot, again, is anybody that enters a contract and doesn't read what is going on, doesn't have capacity to contract. One of the first elements in contract is capacity. And if you don't have capacity, my friend, and you are inside of a contract, my friend, you're an idiot. Or you're a minor. Which one is it? Those are your only two options. Either you're an idiot or you're a minor. Which one is it? A lot of us walking around saying we're smart, I'm this and I'm that. And I'm here to let you know, by law, my friend, you're dead. Yeah, I had to realize, like, damn, I'm a dead man walking. And I have to start accepting my interest, showing that I'm alive, to prove to the system that, hey, this is a living agent. This principal has an agent that's competent of contractor, and this principal is coming here to claim his interests. That's the way we got to step. Okay? That's the way, because if you're not claiming your no interest, family, you are dead. A lot of folks saying I got to get to a comfortable position before I can learn this. It doesn't matter what you got to do or how much money you got to get to for you to learn. You're dead until then. It don't make Congress, it don't make contracting no difference how you go about it. I got folks that have been following me for 5 years saying the same thing. I just got to get to a comfortable position before I can learn this information. I just got to get to a comfortable, I'm just not in the right head space. Damn. Well, why do you think you're not in the right head space, loser? Start doing some winning shit. You're doing a bunch of losing shit. Okay? So again, some of the things I put on my bill, I put accepted for deposit. All right, why do I put accepted for deposit on my bill? All right, because I want to let them know that, hey, I'm not neglecting this value. I want to go ahead and accept this value, and I want to deposit this. All right? somewhere along the bill, I'm going to put pay to the bearer. Now, I know there's different ways of doing things, but, you know, I've got remedy doing pay to the bearer. Again, there's different ways of getting remedy, family. Just this way is not the only way. Now, why do I put pay to the bearer? Simple fact of that's what the bill of exchange tells me to put. I'm gonna say it again. The reason why I put pay to the bearer is because the bill of exchange tells me to put pay to the bearer anytime the principal is a fictitious payee. It literally says that. I'm just following the breadcrumbs, y'all. I ain't out here for the crumbs. I'm trying to build me a bakery. You see what I'm saying? A lot of folks just want crumbs and crumbs and crumbs. People be saying shit like, well, at least whatever I can. At least it's best something better than nothing. I'm not that type of person. Okay? I want the whole instruction so I can build my own bakery. Okay? All right? So understand. I go to the bill of exchange. All the information that I understand about a bill, all right, 90% of it comes from the bill of exchange, family. I started reading the bill of exchange of Canada. I started reading the bill of exchange of UK. All right, the United States have a bill of exchange, but me personally, my own personal experience, I was more comfortable reading Canada's. That's how I have Canadian followers. And then I started reading the UK, and that's why I have a lot of UK followers. All right, now a lot of them ask me, hey, man, what do I do? And I'll be like, I know you started following me because I was reading the UK version, but I knew we're under a one world order. I read y'all's version because I understood that it's talking about the same thing it's talking about over here. All right, and it worked. Now, I don't cite UK Canada Bill of Exchange. I don't cite the UK Bill of Exchange. I don't cite the Canada Bill of Exchange. I just say, well, the Bill of Exchange Act. That's all I say. Because even in the Federal Reserve Act, they mention the Bill of Exchange. Even in the Constitution, they mention the Bill of Exchange. So if I'm saying the Bill of Exchange, of course, I'm going to utilize the Bill of Exchange Act. And the Bill of Exchange Act tells me anytime the payee is a fictitious person. A fictitious person is somebody that is non-living. I know my principal is non-living. I know I'm the living agent. Okay, so if my principal, meaning on the bill is my principal's name, that's the payee because that's what the corporation has sent the value to. All right, so since the value is coming to my principal, since I'm the agent, I got to accept it on my principal's behalf, transfer it to my principal's account. That's why they say you have a principal balance. All right, but if they say there's an account that's due and there's a principal balance, you need to transfer so you can zero out the account, so you can set off. Now, how do I know that? Because of the Bill of Exchange Act, family. People get so mad at me saying, man, I done read, man. Can you just tell me what to say? Go read again, loser. Or you gonna keep losing until you keep reading, it just cracks and it start comprehending. All right, because me, all right, of course, when I first started reading Bill of Exchange, I didn't understand what it was saying. You see what I'm saying? So when I started reading what it was saying, kept reading, then it started clicking like, oh my God, they're literally telling me, definitely in part 2 of the Bill of Exchange, all right, it talks about the only way to pay a bill is with interest. They literally say that. It don't say nothing about no damn income. It don't say nothing about no JOB. None of that loser shit. Okay? So I don't really listen to folks. All right? I don't really listen to losers, family. I really don't. I don't listen to nobody that working a job. I don't. All right? Because I used to work a job. And I understand how people that work jobs think. Because I used to work a job. Everybody in my family works jobs. I came from a family of working jobs, family. I didn't come from a family that just informed. Okay? So understand. Keep paying how you've been paying till you learn what's going on. All right? A lot of people asking, well, you just do this, you just do that. Family, go read. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm living life. It doesn't matter what I do. If I came on here and said, hey, y'all, I use all y'all money to pay all my bills, is that going to stop you from reading the laws that I tell you to read? Hey, people be telling themselves, y'all don't, this stuff don't work. He using y'all money to pay his bills. I would have been the student like, I don't give a fuck what he using money for. He just sent me to the law that's telling me how to endorse my bills. You know what I'm saying? People so focused on what it is that I'm doing. Alright, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's so fun being on this side, fam. I can troll all day, be drunk as a motherfucker, be drunk as shit. You know how many people tell me you need to be more professional, and I be like, says who? Says who? Somebody that's paying bills using income? Who? 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 Says who? Most financial gurus on here is paying bills using income. Who gives a damn what they think? Nobody is asking the losers of the league what they should do to win championships. Nobody is going to the sorriest team in the league and asking them, hey, what's the process to win championships? Nobody is going there. All right? Nobody is doing that, family. I'm here to let those know. Nobody is doing that. The hires does not come and talk to the lowers to hear what the lowers have to think. When I was lower, I had to listen because there was nothing I could tell someone that was higher in competency of contracting. So all I did was shut up. I didn't ask, well, how does he pay his? Hey, man, just lead me to the information. I don't give a damn what you using my money for. You could be using my money to go pay for endless amount of prostitutes. I don't give a damn what you use my money for. Okay, just point me to the information so I can go read it, goddamn. All right? All right? Point me so I can go read it. And I do that time after time. And I'm going to start trolling people saying, they ask, well, how do you pay your bills? I'm saying, I pay the bills with the money that people give me for my classes, teaching people how not to pay bills. Because now they're not going to have nothing to say next, like, oh, that's just a shame. And I'm like, yes, it is. Would you like a class? Would you like information to go read? All right, back to the lesson. All right, on my bill, I put accepted for value. Okay, I also put pay to the bearer on my bill. Now, why do I put pay to the bearer on my bill? Because the bill of exchange told me to go put pay to the bearer. Now, if I go to an actual federal act that tells me how to handle my bill, is that hearsay, family? Is that hearsay? Is that hearsay, family? They tell me you're not supposed to put pay to the bearer. And I'm like, have you read the Bill of Exchange Act? No. All right, shut the fuck up then. God damn. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I just really, right after Get Remedy, you start seeing how many people got voices that should just shut the fuck up and read. Literally. It's so many people that be talking, y'all. It's like after I became informed, it's like all I hear is folks be like, brother, you ain't supposed to do it. You go correct your status. I be like, well, have you did that yet? Not yet. I'm still. I shut the fuck up then. Shut the fuck up. Why are you even talking? Like, do you have a class? Are you teaching people? Nah, I don't. But not yet. But hey, then shut the fuck up. Shut up. Well, you know I'm 60. Well, all right, well, shut your old ass up then. The fuck? No, man, because you older. The fuck? What are we talking about? Now, young man. Young man. Ain't no young man. Okay, you're a minor. Okay? You the child. Okay? You the damn child. Okay? I'm the adult. All right? Okay? All right? So again, if you haven't accomplished anything with loss, shut the fuck up. I wanted to say that in Atlanta so bad, but it was kids in there. And I was like, damn, I gotta be rated PG. Okay? But man, I just be wanting like, hey, yo, brother, hey, sister, shut the fuck up. Okay? All right? Because why are you even talking? Y'all remember back in the day, somebody talk out of line, everything get quiet, like, what the fuck is it? Did that peasant just talk? Man, they would have cut your goddamn tongue out. Peasant, did you just talk? What? Now, what estimates a peasant? Because even I didn't know I was a peasant. I had to read the law and like, goddamn, I'm a peasant. Anybody that is entering contracts, not accepting interest, is a peasant, family. So why the hell is so many peasants having a fucking voice? That's why we got all these different bathrooms and shit. Too many people have voices. Ain't nobody reading shit. Folks starting conversation like, well, I feel, and I just been like, well, I feel you should shut the fuck up, goddamn. Sheesh. Shut up. We're not gonna be able to cut this video up. It doesn't matter, all right? But sometimes somebody gotta say it. All right? If you're not reading, shut up. So I got somebody in my inbox saying right now, hey, you're wrong about that application, by the way. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean I'm wrong about the application? What are you talking about? Do you have results with this? They were like, well, no, not yet, but I can just see how you're wrong. Shut the fuck up. Why are you in my inbox? Shut the hell up. Man, I wish we was on old times, man. Some folks, now I ain't gonna say that, all right? We can't let the liquor go too far, all right? But, man, some got to get cut, man. Like, some folks talking too much, all right? Like, back in the day, you could only speak if you were spoken to and only speak if you had value. For a peasant to speak, they had to say something so immaculate. They had to say something so fucking amazing to have everybody like, God damn, peasant, keep talking. Y'all ever seen the movies when the lords, they had to say something so fucking amazing to have everybody from stopping killing their ass, like, keep talking. Keep talking, peasant. I like what you're saying. Keep speaking. Peasant be nervous as hell. I just feel we should attack from the side, and that way their defense can't defend us, because the waters on the outside would kind of trap them in a combustion, and we could have our archers shoot them from the top. But I'm just giving my opinion. And they was like, God damn, peasant, I'm about to ignite you to my defense team, goddamn. Did that peasant have to have money? No. The motherfucker had to have advice, had to have some value. How can you help the ship? We don't want to hear what you think. We want to hear what you know, peasant. Okay? And it's a lot of folks talking about shit that they don't know. Somebody at work right now debating about the goddamn who they should vote for. Like, whoever they vote for gonna change what they gonna do with their bills. You got folks that voted for Democrat, now they got mad, start voting Republican. They still treat their bills the same damn way. So what are you talking about? Y'all, we are bananas. I be trying to tell folks, y'all, we're like the laughing stock. Sometimes I be wanting to ask folks that ain't from my country, hey man, how funny is America? Just be honest. How funny is America? Cause this got to be on our nation. Got to be on like Comedy Central of international comedian specials. It got to. Cause ain't no way we this damn dumb. You got folks that come over here with nothing. 2 years later, they have everything. And then pack their stuff up and go home and live like they never came over. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got folks that's been here forever. Saying things like, well, we can't do nothing because we black. Saying slave shit like that. And then you got folks that ain't saying things like that, saying like, all these immigrants coming over here and taking our jobs. It's because you're not supposed to be fucking working. Fuck are you talking about? Complaining about nothing. What are you working for? They're working so they can get money and take it back home. You working so you can keep a bill up. All right? But anyways, on my bill, I put accepted for deposit. I put pay to the bearer. Okay? I write the bill out in Word form. Okay? Why do I do that? Because the bill of exchange told me to do that. The bill of exchange said, hey, write in words and figures. Because in discrepancies, for any issues, they go off the words. They don't go off the value number that you see. They go off the words that you write out. Why do they do that? Because only the living can express themselves. That's showing that I'm alive and that I'm not dead, family. See, a lot of y'all some scary yellow bellies. So what I'm talking about probably sound like some scary shit to you right now. But who gives a fuck? Grow up, okay? All right? Because this is nothing about, this is all business. All right? You're in it whether you like it or not. For those that's trying to escape the United States, pack your fucking bags up and leave. All right? It's that goddamn simple. It's not hard to get a passport. It's not hard to save a little bit of money up and then move to a country where that dollar ratio is higher than where you move. All right? But if you're going to be here, you're going to have to be business mentality. You got to be an entrepreneur. You got to understand contracting. Or you're going to be the peasants, all right, that everybody makes money off of. So which one do you want to be? Which one do you want to be? You can either stay here and be the peasants, so everybody use you as a rug. That's what they're doing. They're going to keep doing it. All right? Or you can get competent, learn what's going on, be a part of the system because you're a part of the system. Okay? Or 3, pack your bags up and fucking leave. Shut up and leave. You got folks that's been complaining for 30, 40 years, 50 years saying this place is not for us. We need to go back to Africa. You ain't even got your passport. Shut up. Shut up. That Marcus Garvey boat has sailed, okay? It's gone. All right? It's gone. All right? If you was meant to be in Africa, you would be in Africa. You know how many Africans come over here and come back and forth? You know how many Africans I don't work with? And they be like, you Americans, yeah. And I be like, hey, man, don't hold your tongue because I agree with you. All right, we uninformed like a motherfucker, all right? Don't know shit. And I see why a lot of countries don't like us. All right, because damn, I don't like us. I don't like us, all right? Literally, we got acts and laws showing how to use prepayments, but we'd rather enter contracts and repay and create a whole life built off of, why does the government make us pay for water? Why does the government raise the gas prices? Gas is so high and minimum wage is not equal out to the food. It's just not making sense. We need to march. We need to save the jobs. We got women coming together. We want to work like the man. Got women tucking their titties away so they can be in the army, look like that. We want to be like the man. We want to work 150 hours too. What are we doing? Goofies. No other country is doing this. What the fuck are we doing? Talking about 50-50. Man, just read the fucking contracts. Like, we don't even have to have these. And even y'all see me talking about it, because I just like, you know what I'm saying, trolling with it. But all right, from a drunk mentality, all right, this shit is stupid, okay? Dumb as hell, all right? You know how many podcasts is built off talking about dumbass relationship shit? All right, should a man pay this? Should a woman pay that? Why can't a woman be faithful? Why does a man cheat? Why does it have to be 50-50? Why can't she do this? Why can't the woman be a breadwinner? Y'all, it's dumb. If everybody learned what's going on, you would not hear baby dad bashing. You wouldn't hear baby mom bashing, okay? All right? You ain't going to see none of that. You can't blame it on nobody. That's why I love law. Okay, that's why I love the law. The law adapts. Okay, law, you can't have any emotions when you read the law. You got to be emotionless because in business, you can't bring your emotion. And what do a lot of lower folks do? And by the way, middle class is lower class. All right, they said middle class just to make lower class feel special. Okay, there's no such thing as middle class, family. All right, there's lower class and higher class. All right, when you start to make a bunch of other categories, start becoming a participation award, and none of that shit is real. All right, so emotions cannot be in business, family. You gotta be so heartless in business. Not saying you gotta step on people's toes, fuck people over. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to understand you gotta be heartless because no one cares about your emotions, family. Okay? No one cares. The banks don't care about your emotions. Congress don't care about your emotions. All right? If you don't understand contracting and you keep on living life through contracting and not reading, you're your own demon. You're the devil to your demise. And I'm here to let you know, my friend, okay? All right? You worship the devil. Okay? Yes. Yes. Everybody that is working a job. Okay? Everybody that is trapping. Everybody that is doing anything to get income, to pay a bill, my friend, you worship the devil. Yes. Yes. I know you probably tell somebody, it's somebody that's real religious right now saying, oh, loose hill, I don't worship no devil. Yes, you do, my friend. Because even the Bible says you're not supposed to be borrowing. Okay? All right? Okay? All right? Now, how does the drunk me know this and the sober you don't know this? All right? Why do I know this, but your pastor didn't tell you this? Okay? Huh? Why? Because your damn pastor don't even know this. All right? Your pastor went to religious school and learned it from a religious way and not a business way. All right? Everything is business. If you don't start everything from a business mindset, you're going to be in la-la motherfucking land. All right? And that shit ain't real. All right? You going to get stepped on and stepped on. You shall. All right? And for good reason. You ain't read shit. All right, all my demises in financing, all I could do was blame myself. I said, damn, if I knew this, I wouldn't have had to do that. If I knew that, I wouldn't have been in that situation. So I couldn't blame nobody. Y'all think I'm walking around saying a white man is holding me back from learning my rights? Do this look like the 20s? All right, my condolences to everybody that was in the 20s and the 1800s. But do it look like somebody in white hoods is holding the gun to my head and saying, boy, you bet not read. But you got folks that look like me walking around as if the Klan is holding they nuts. You bet not read, boy. You bet not read. And you got folks out here saying, well, you know, we can't get too far because they're going to kill us. Shut your slave ass up. Shut up. We don't want to hear what a loser has to say about how the world shall be. The world is how it is because there are a lot of uninformed people that has laid down. All right, not to offend anybody, but there's been a lot of folks that have laid down. What Beanie Siegel say? Either you get down or you lay down. And when you lay down, you gonna stay down. That's why you can't lay down, family. What did Patrick Henry say? That he went to court. He said, bitch, give me liberty or give me fucking death. Now, he didn't say it like that, but if it was 2024, that's what he would have said. All right? For anybody that don't know who Patrick Henry is, Google it. All right? Give me liberty or give me death. Because if I can't live through my rights, I don't deserve to live. Y'all gonna count me as a dead man, lost at sea if I don't exercise my rights. All right? So I'm here to let you know, family, this is way deeper than what you think it is. If you aren't following God's words, my friends, you are a demon. You are the devil's child. You're going against God's words. Think every time you get in a situation, you start praying to the wrong person. Ha! Ha ha! Ha! The alcohol is talking. Ha! Ha ha! You sent the text message to the wrong person? Ha ha! Ha ha! God, please help me get out these bills. No one's listening because the word was already given to you. Ha ha! You didn't read it. Ha ha! Just like you didn't read your contract. Ha ha! Ha ha! No one's coming to save you. Ha ha! Only people like myself coming to give you the message. But you're going to judge me. You're not going to. You're going to miss a message just like they missed Jesus' message. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha 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 ha. Okay? So either you can tap in or you can keep dropping on your knees and laying down. You can keep doing it. Who cares who it offends? I'm drunk. I don't have to think about what I say. We're not on TikTok. Haha. As long as it's not violent, we're good. Haha. Hey, hey. Okay? So you can keep dropping on your knees, or you can stand the fuck up and read your damn contract. What are you dropping on your knees for anyway? Like, what are you doing? The Bible said they will fall to their knees. We're talking about you. We're talking about the goddamn borrowers. The borrower's going to drop to your knees because you're the creator. You're the creation. Okay? Haha. Loser. You're not following God's word. Disrespecting God like that. Okay? Some of y'all should be banished from the kingdom. Okay? And a couple of y'all are banished from the kingdom. All right? So understand. There's laws, family. There's ways to handle bills. God even says, forgive us of the debt as we forgive our debtors. Okay? Lead us not into temptation. Forgive us from evil. God is the kingdom, the power and glory, forever and ever. Not sometimes, not periodically. Okay? Not periodically. All the time. People go to church and say, God is good. They're like, all the time. Well, it ain't good to you, all right, because you're not reading nothing. How many folks got a car? You took a picture, said, thank you, God, and then you got the car repo. Do you think God will literally give you something and as a gift and say, you know what, I'm going to take it away because you ain't working hard enough? What? What are we talking about? If God want me to have it, I'm going to have it. Like, why? How is it going to get taken away by a borrower? What? That lets me know my prayers was getting sent to the wrong number. The wrong number. All right? Only you can get yourself to the gates of heaven. Family, and the gates of heaven isn't up there, okay? All right? Just like hell isn't down there. All right? Hell and heaven is right here. All right? Some of those got heaven on their right. Some of those got heaven on their left. Some of those got hell on the right. Some got heaven on the left. All right? However you looking at it. Okay? Who are you talking to? And the one that's in the middle is the one that makes the decisions. You can't be listening all the way to the right and then, okay, all right. And then go live life there, blame the motherfucker you've been listening to. It was your voice. You're the one that did that. You're the one that entered the contract, didn't read nothing, and thought your minimum wage job was gonna be able to keep up with the damn bills. That was you. That was you that didn't see that the economy was rising and you was trying to do what your mom and dad did by holding the job down, hourly wage, and saying low shit like long as I only need about $14 an hour and I'm good. I need about $12 and I'm good. I get 18, I'm good. $25 an hour, man, I'm good. All I need is 25. Somebody right now saying, all I need is 6 figures. I'm looking for a job that pays 6 figures. I'm looking for a job that pays 6 figures. And again, this is not a beat down. This is not me talking down. This is me talking to my old self because I used to say goofy shit like that. Long as I make 100,000, I made a good year. Never even saw 100,000. Saw my taxes say 100,000. Trying to rave that around. Look, I make 100,000. Look. In 12 months, I got 101,000. I'm a 6-figure Negro. I'm a 6-figure Negro. I want to say the real word, but you know, I'm a 6-figure Negro. All right? Like, what the fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean? I try to tell somebody, when you're so low, looking above you seems so high. If you're on level negative 300, level negative 250 gonna seem high, ain't it? Until you get to level negative 250, you still got a ways to go, my friend, before you break even. Okay? Somebody is offended right now, and I'm drunk, and I just don't give a fuck. Okay? We just don't give a fuck how you feel about what I just said. Either you can heed the advice or take your ass back to work. It's that simple. Let that buzzer beat your ass. I used to work at a job that used to have buzzers. When it's time to go to lunch, big ass buzzer. We drop everything. We get in line and shit. Walk to the cafeteria. We gotta stay in line, wait to get all utensils and shit. We gotta hurry. I had to hurry, run to the car and go, because I was a smoker. I had to smoke weed on my break. I had to run in my damn car and shit. Drive off, be speeding, because I had counting my damn time down and shit. Smoking extra fast, inhaling super quick, not even really getting the high, rushing back, dropping the blunt and shit. Oh, this dumbass shit. Now I just smoke in peace. I smoke in places I'm not even supposed to smoke. Why? Because fines are for poor people. All right, where did I get that from? I got that from Andrew Tate. He was right. Fines are for poor folks. They can't pay the fucking fine. I be smoking all in my damn hotel rooms. What? I might fine me. For the fuck, who cares? $250, fine. Fine it. Add it to the bill. Okay, who cares? All right? Who cares? My chick be like, we might need to put the weed out. They might say, I be like, shut up. Let them give us a warning. Okay? If they fine us, they fine us. All right? Again, fines are only affect the poor people that don't understand what to do with the fines. Fines is what keep working class in check. You get out of line, we're going to fine you $300. Oh, you don't do this, $300. I remember going to court one time, and the girl was, she was like hyperventilating. I just knew she was in there for some murder. I'm like, damn, you okay? And I was just trying to see, how could I help her with her case? She's like, yes, I just don't want to go to prison. I said, damn. You know, you ain't supposed to ask people what they did. I'm like, damn, what you looking at? She was like, I was speeding and reckless, I was speeding 25 miles over. It's my first time. And I'm like, Shawty said prison. But not to blame her. I remember when I first got locked up, my longest I ever been was 3 months in jail, right? I thought I was gonna get out the next day. I ended up being there for 3 months. I'm going to asking everybody, yo, what's gonna happen to me? What they about to do? What they about to do? And everybody back there was like, man, give them blood, chill. God damn. You only looking at 1 year in prison? I'm like, 1 year? I can't spend 1 year in prison. Oh my God! Scared. This is fuck. I started doing push-ups and shit. All right, if I want beers, I gotta do 1,000 push-ups every that motherfucking day. Goddamn. Oh my God! Oh my God! What a fucking loser! Oh my goodness! So again, I'm not talking to y'all. I just be looking at my old self. I'm like, hey, yo, I was a fucking loser, dog. And that motherfucker stressing them people about my case. Hey, head. Shit, I got a habitual offender, the 6th offense for driving under suspension. I'm in college. You know, I don't got no record. You know, I got kids, man. He like, man, relax, man. You probably, man, you seen a judge? You got a lawyer? I'm like, no, I ain't got a lawyer. Well, you got a public defender? Yeah, I got a public defender. Yeah, you probably looking at probably a year. They gave me a year my first time. I'm like, what? Got that motherfucking cell and start. Hey, man, 3 months later, because again, my family don't know shit about the court system, right? So I had to wait that motherfucker 3 months to talk to a public defender. Public defender kept taking goddamn vacations. Every time I sent a letter, they like, or I had my sister call, she like, oh, he's on vacation. I'm like, God damn, how many vacations they get? Okay? All right, so I finally seen him 3 months later. He's like, yeah, the judges should just let you out because you don't have a record or anything like that. And I'm like, what? Okay, y'all, the day I seen my public defender is the day I seen the judge, and the day I seen the judge is the day I got out of jail. The judge looked at me and said, I see that you're at college and see that you have a record. Then he looked at me and said, but if I see you again, I promise you, I'm going to throw you in jail. All right, then he said that. I was like, man, I've got to make sure I don't never, but man, if I knew what I knew now, what? I would have said, man, I wish you would throw me in jail for exercising my right to travel. What? But I didn't know. All right, so I see so many people like not, even though I don't laugh at people's demise, but I laugh at because the issue is, yo, we just don't know what's going on. That's actually a good problem, all right? Because now you just need to know what's going on. It's not like we don't have options. At first, I thought we didn't have options, which is a way different mentality than now, like, damn, I got options. Yeah, they can stay 25 years. So what? I'm about to go defend myself because I've been reading enough laws to enforce, to exercise my rights. All right? But back to the bill. All right? I'm writing out in words and figures for the simple fact that the Bill of Exchange tells me to do that. All right? Also, I'm going to write on the back of the bill. All right? I'm going to write my names out. I'm going to write my name. All right? I'm going to do for and by. Top's going to be for. Bottom's going to be by. All right, now this is called a restrict endorsement. All right, now why am I restrict endorsing this value, this bill? Because I have to inform them where it's going and who it's for and who it's by. I'm going to say it again. I have to let them know who it's for and who it is by. Okay? Or by, for, however you want to put it. So if I put my by first, by, semicolon, I'm going to put my agent's name. My agent's name is going to be something along the lines of my last name first, first name middle, middle name last, backslash agent. All right, that's an option you can put. You can put agent, you can put rep, you can put representative, okay. Now that's my by. My by is, again, last name first, first name middle, middle initial last, backslash agent. You can put representatives. I've seen plenty of different things. Okay. Now you got to think, do I have any people that's been in the military? Why do y'all think they call y'all by y'all's last name first? Why y'all think they call y'all by y'all's last name first? Because you're the living agent. Yeah, that's the family name. That's the agent name. Okay, they don't call you by your corporate name, meaning your all caps name and first and last. That's your corporation. All right, you're the living agent that's acting on behalf of that corporation. All right, just like they're about to do a draft for the military. All right, you know what I mean? Just like a draft for the NBA, NFL. You getting drafted into a league. All right, there's an application process that has to happen. Okay, so now you're acting on behalf of that business name. All right, you can do a DBA. A lot of people ask me, do we have to do this? Do we have to? Have y'all Googled what a DBA is? Have y'all Googled it? When people ask me, hey, do we need to use this? And I'm like, yo, if y'all would have read what that is, you would see if you want to use it or not. What is a DBA? Exactly. So how could a DBA be bad? You see what I'm saying? But it's like people want clarification. Like, should we do this? And if I say no, most people not even gonna look up what a DBA is. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say, hey, go read it. See if you like it. If you don't, cool. Okay. But definitely, DBAs definitely help. You gotta know, you gotta understand a DBA. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just say, well, can I do this? And then they go, you say, yeah, then they just go jump and do it. Don't even understand why. There's so many people with trust right now don't even know how to use their trust. I gotta trust. It's like they think it's cool just saying it. But if you're not operating, utilizing the trust, that's just like having a business that you're not even using. Who cares? Somebody said, should you use a negative number when you writing out the amount? Well, I will ask you this, family. Where does it say that at? Where does it say that at? Again, we're not going off here to say, I know some groups probably saying, hey, you should write out a negative to show that it's a, where does it say that at? It don't tell me to put that in the bill of exchange. Nowhere. It don't say, hey, write the number out in negative. That's not what it tells me. You know, I'm just going off what I read. Okay, I don't have a negative number on my bill, so why would I put a negative number? Like, why would I endorse a negative number? You see what I'm saying? Really think about that. Why would I endorse a negative number if they didn't even send me a negative number? They sent me a positive balance. All right, so I can only endorse what the value was sent. So that's why I want my whole contract. I'm going to say, yo, can you send me a payoff sheet? I'm not even going to do the monthly. I'm just teaching y'all for the folks that can kind of understand what a bill is. But if you don't want to do the month-to-month endorsement, you can just really get a payoff sheet for the whole account. All right, a lot of folks, well, what do I do if I, again, family, you're going to have to get a class for some of this stuff, family. I'm going to be able to break everything down. All right, but you want to get the payoff sheet. All right, I'm going to say things, calling my corporation, say, hey, I just came into a lot of money and I want to go ahead and pay up my contract for the year. Can y'all send me a payoff sheet? All right, they're going to send me a payoff sheet. All right, I'm going to endorse the payoff sheet the way I just said I would endorse a bill. All right, but with that payoff sheet, I'm going to add a tender of payment. My tender of payment is going to be my expression on a separate sheet of paper that's typed up, informing them who I am, who I'm there for, and what to do with the credits that's been sent over to the principal. All right, that's my tender of payment. All right, after I accompany that with my payoff sheet, I'm also going to add a power of attorney. All right, I'm not going to send nothing off, though. My first letter I'm going to send them, all right, it's going to be something along the line like, hello, I have, nice to meet you. I'm just coming forth for a couple of questions about my contract. All right, a couple questions about my contract. They're going to get me over to the right department. All right, then when I get over there, I'm going to say things like, hey, I just had a couple questions about my contract. I see that I'm in a contract with such and such corporation. I just want to understand, is there any interest attached to this contract? I'm going to leave it like that. Is there any interest? Now they're going to say things like, well, what interest are you talking about? All right, now they want me to get a little bit more specific. All right, now I'm going to get specific because now I'm building a rapport. A lot of y'all just going to send your bills in and you don't get your shit shut off. All right, why? Because you're not building no type of rapport. You're not giving no true notice. All right, a lot of people think just them sending an endorsed bill the first time is a notice. And that family, like, no, that's like you showing up to somebody's house and not telling them you're showing up. You got to let them know what you're trying to do. You're the one that's been doing it wrong, not them. You're the one that signed the contract, said you were going to repay, not them. All right, so you got to let them know what's going on before you just abort what you've been doing and just use this. That's why I try to say keep paying your bills. You can still build a rapport while you're paying your bill. All right, but once they get back to me, I'm going to say things like the interest that I'm talking about is the security interest. I just want to know who has rights to the security interest in this contract. I'm going to say some questions along that line. All right. Hold on right quick. Instagram, we're going to go live again. We got 1 minute on here, so I'm going to do a part 2. Oh, 1 second, Facebook. Free beans. One second, family. All right. Somebody said they went to jail using their right to travel. All right. So when you got out, what did you do? When you got out, what did you do? All right, we back. Instagram, what's going on? Pop, pop, pop. Peace, peace, peace. We back. Try to get property. All right, so some things I am going to ask after, because again, this is before I send anything, family. So if you haven't sent this, I need you to pause what you've been doing and start building a rapport with the corporation that you're trying to get remedy with. All right, you need to talk to these folks. Even though they're not going to understand, you still need to build a rapport. All right, without using words like, I'm going to sue you if you don't do this. Hey, this is this if you don't do this. Remember, it's not a violation to them if we don't come forth and do it the right way, family. All right, so I'm asking questions like, who has the right to the interest? Because I got to answer for both ways. Okay, now let me ask some of y'all. Some of y'all that is informed. What would you say if they told you, well, we have a right to the security interest? What would y'all say? If I said things like, if I sent them a letter saying, I have a quick question about the security interest in the contract. First of all, I'm asked, is there a security interest? And then I'm asked, who is entitled to the security interest? No, I'm not going to ask who gave you those rights. Not yet. And if they say, well, we have a security interest. Somebody said they are not the issuer. Yes, they are the issuer. I'm not going to ask them whose name is on the account. It's more of a beginner question. I'm not the owner of the account. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm not going to ask that. All right, this is what I'm asking. I'm not going to ask who's the creditor. I'm not going to ask some beginner shit like that, y'all. Okay? It's a lot of beginner shit. I'm not going to ask things like, who's the creditor? All right? No offense, but I used to ask things like that when I was a beginner. But we kind of be more, okay? We got to kind of be more concrete. All right, I'm going to say things like, if they say we have a security interest, I'm not going to say prove it. I'm going to say, well, since you have a security interest, I instruct y'all to go ahead and use a security interest to cover all debts owed. I'm going to say it again because I know that went over a lot of folks' heads. I'm not here to prove if there's a security interest. I'm not there to prove that the security interest is mine. I'm just here to prove that there is a security interest. And if they say that they have rights to it, I'm going to say, well, I instruct you to use the security interest to cover all debts owed to the principal. Facebook, wake up, Facebook. That ain't making no sense. That ain't making no sense, Facebook. What's going on? I instruct for you to use security interest to cover all debts owed. Okay? I'm not going to fight them. I know a lot of y'all been listening to my lives and you've been thinking this, we gonna beat their ass. They better give us I'm the creditor. I'm gonna sue if you and you ain't gonna do nothing. Because you're not understanding it. All the cards are in front of us, family. All we gotta do is sit down and ask them questions. Just like this. Well, who has the security interest? First, again, I'm asking, I have a couple questions about my contract about the interest. They're going to say, well, what about the interest? Then they're going to say, I'm going to ask, well, I understand that there is a security interest tied to this. I might not even ask them, is there a security interest? I'm going to go ahead and assume that there is. Why am I going to assume that there is? Because I read it in the contract. That's why you need to read your contract so you can go to these folks already have a premeditated process for them or premeditated questions and answers for them. I'm going to say things like, well, I understand that there is a security interest, all right? I just want to know who has rights to that security interest. If they say, well, we have rights to the security interest, sir, I'm not going to waste paper asking, well, who gave you that security interest? Well, who's the creditor? Who's the borrower? You know how much time that takes? Okay, we getting to the point. We getting to the point. We already know who the creditor is. We already know who the borrower is. We've already did the research. We already did the digging. All right, we don't got to give them a history lesson. All right, we got to come to them like, okay, we got to talk such in a way that they look like, damn, let me get this guy over to another department. Or, hey, damn, let me. Okay? So you got to understand. Okay? You have to understand. Again, if anybody don't got no remedy, shut up, please. All right? A lot of folks giving folks advice. If you haven't did it before, please, let's just shut up. Okay? Let's just shut up. All right? Let's just shut up. Look, folks giving advice, they probably ain't even did it before. All you need to do is do this. Shit, all you need to do is... I mean, all you got to do is... ain't even did it. All right. Look at this. Look, I knew somebody was going to say it. I'm not even going to say the names, but somebody said, why would the lower level employees have this knowledge? If they have the knowledge, they wouldn't be working for the company. Someone has to be a worker and someone has to be a boss. Correct. But somebody somewhere, because I agree with that, somebody somewhere will be like, we all can't be bosses. You're right. Which one are you going to be? Because if everybody learns this, y'all don't think they don't have robots on standby to come and take up all the jobs. Don't y'all know they got automatic lawn services? They got automatic food delivery. Nobody's job is safe. And why would it be safe? The only reason why jobs been going on this long is because the people have been holding them up. That's it. Okay, simple. You want to be a boss or you going to be a worker? Forget all the humble shit. A lot of people say, well, you know, everybody ain't got to be a boss. Shut up, peasant. You telling your kids that? You're teaching your kids on how to go fill out applications as a worker? Your kid going to be a peasant just like you. You're teaching your kids just to run to college, go figure out what you want to be. You're leading them into a dungeon, family. The same dungeon we all got thrown into when we was 20, 18, 19, 20. The dungeon of figure it out. Right? How many of us got thrown out there? Hey, figure it out. College, job, or you going to have to get the fuck out of here. Right? You shouldn't be teaching none of the stuff your mom and dad taught you. It should be forbidden. All the things my mom and dad taught me about financing is forbidden when it comes to my kid. Now, the love and family bonding, yes, I'm going to take that stuff and try. But as far as the financing and business, because I understand my folks had to do what they had to do. You know, now it's on me, okay, just the fact that they did that, they sacrificed. I need to make sure their sacrifice isn't in vain, all right? So I have to basically get informed. I have to update what I grew up on, all right? So my kids don't have to go through the same loopholes I went through, okay? So again, I'm asking for the whole contract. I'm asking things like security. I'm asking them who has rights to it, even though I know I have highest rights because I know I'm the one that gave them security interest, but I don't have to mention that just yet. All right, because I know if I mention that, I don't want to get into back and forth. All right, so I'm just gonna say is there a security interest? They're gonna say yes. All right. And I'm gonna say, well, I'm gonna say I already know there is a security interest. Who has rights to it? They'll say them. Then I'll say, okay, well, since I'm the owner of the account, I would instruct the corporation to utilize the principal's balance or the security interest, all right, to cover all debts owed to the principal. Y'all see how I worded that? I said to cover all debts owed to the principal. Not to me. Not to me. Not to me. For everybody that's asking for my help, not to sound like an asshole, but I'm just not the guy to help in emergency moments, family. This information isn't for people that are in emergency moments, family. There's no way a desperate person can even take heed of what I'm saying. Most desperate people just want to know, what do I say? I need help, brother. I just need something to send in so I get this back, family. That's not how it works. We can send in this stuff right all day. All right, now we got to build a lawsuit if they say no. You see what I'm saying? That takes time. Time that I don't have for cheap. That makes sense. All right, so my best advice for anybody that's in an emergency position right now, go read your contracts. Nobody can help you better than your own contract. There's things in your contract that you can bring up. All right, but first you need to learn what's going on in the contract. All right, so now you can be able to articulate yourself and say, hey, I see that there's a security interest. All right, what are the steps I need to take to go ahead and exercise the security interest? Go ahead and to cover all debts owed by the owed to the principal. You gotta have this articulation, family, because if not, nothing. These folks don't care about your emergency. These folks don't care about how many kids you gotta feed, how many kids you got. Like, y'all, they don't care. All right, so we can't worry about those things being the reason why we, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people use it, like, I need this help because I got kids, I'm about to lose everything. And I'm like, well, my friend, if we really cared that much, if we really cared about our babies, our family, we're going to calm down and read our contract, because that's the only help that we can get for free and that's going to give us the value that we need. Because anybody else, y'all, it's going to cost, family. All right, it's very difficult helping a desperate person. Of course, people say, well, you should just be helping. Family, I got a lot of desperate folks in my DMs. All right, folks that say things like, as soon as I get remedy, I'll pay you. Folks that say, hey, man, I'll wash your cars, I'll clean. Family, I love it, family. But me personally, when all you got to do is read, a lot of y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Some of the things I've got offered from some women, some of y'all should be ashamed how low some people will go just for somebody to do something for them when they can just go read. I'd be ashamed if some of y'all was my daughter, okay? Because ain't no way. What would you do if your son was at home, crying on the floor, on the bedroom floor, because he's hungry, and the only way to sleep with a man? What? The fuck are we talking about? Got women singing that shit. Well, I gotta do what I gotta do. Go fucking read your contract. You'd rather go bust some vagina open rather than go read a contract. Yeah, man, it used to be awful. Before I had assistants, oh my God, it used to be awful. And then I had to, when I got assistants, I got like 3 assistants in my DMs. All right, they kind of rotate. All right, I used to get like naked pictures and shit. They'd be like, we got another one. We got another one. And I'm like, you had to make an announcement. Ladies, stop embarrassing yourselves. Okay? All right? But yes, that family, all you got to do is read. If you love your family, go read. If you love your family, go read your contract. That's the quote of the century. If you love your family as much as you say you do, go read your contract. Okay? Go read your contract, family. Life don't get no easier than that. All right? Life don't get no easy if you really love your family. Go read your contract. Some of y'all ain't gonna go read your contract. Why? Because you don't care about your family. Okay? All right? The proof is always in the pudding. The power of this information shows if a person really cares about themselves or not. You know how many people don't have time to read? You know how many people tell me they don't have time to read this information? Forgetting who they're telling to. I'm like, you know who you talking to, right? You know I'm the guy that I just don't have time to read. I'm like, well, because my next question, okay, what do you have time for then? I gotta work. I got If you ain't got time, I don't got time. That's how I look at it. If you ain't got time, I ain't got time. If you ain't trying to invest, I definitely don't got time. All right, because if let's role reverse, right? Let's say I didn't have a penny in my name, but I knew I need this brother's information. I need this brother's time. Okay, now I know I can't afford a one-on-one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on his page and go to all the long lives, not these short-ass shorts that catches people's eyes. I'm going to the long hour lives like this, sitting down, listening, taking notes. All the lives I got that says free beans, I'm sitting down, listening, taking notes. All right, I'm going to read the information that he is saying go read because it's free. Why wouldn't I go read it? But what I'm not going to do is jump into his DM and say, I've been studying. I really need about 10 minutes every time. What the hell are we going to accomplish in 10 damn minutes? Can you tell somebody about yourself in 10 minutes? You think you can teach a class in 10 damn minutes to somebody that's desperate? And people think I be wrong. I really just need your time. People be sending me their numbers and shit. I just really need your time. Here's my number. Just need a few minutes of this time. Those messages don't get past my assistants. I tell them, don't even send me those messages. Because there's too much information out here for you to read. You don't need 10 minutes of my time. When you can get hours of my time for free on my page. Okay? Again, this is not a charity case, family. This is information for those that can be due diligent. Not for those that feel that want to use their lows and guilt trip somebody to help them. I really need this. And you know, we're from the same kin. We the same complexion, brother. You got to help your brother. Hey, man, what? What? And it's like, you see what I'm saying? People use these low angles to try to get things from people when you don't got to do that. It's free information. This live is free, family. I took time out of my vacation. All right? All right? I didn't have to do anything to come here. All right? I took time to come on live. Drunk as hell. I ain't drunk no more. Okay? A lot of people say they need to see proof. My family, go read your contract. The contract is to prove. Let me ask you a question, brother. If you don't ever see proof, is that going to stop you from reading? Imagine saying, well, I ain't going to read till I see proof. Imagine that. Imagine being on a team and saying, well, I ain't going to play hard till I see proof that we can win a championship. Well, I need to see proof before I read my rights. I need to see some proof first. So I don't believe it. Shit, until I see a mansion, shit, I don't believe it. Why they don't got mansions? Where's all the supercar? Until he in the jet, I don't believe it. And then I get in the jet. Until he on a different galaxy, I don't believe it. That's how it always be. Now you say you know all your rights. If you know all your rights, you wouldn't be saying I need to see proof, family. The proof is knowing your rights. There's no way you know all your rights, family. There's no way. Any man that says he know everything is a man that knows nothing. All right, no man knows that all the laws. I know all my rights. That sounds like a black person that's getting racially profiled by a white police officer, and the black person, you just keep saying, I know my rights, I know my rights. And then that white officer say, what rights, boy? What rights? What rights, boy? And then we get to, my rights. My rights. I know my rights. Which code, boy? Hey, girl, which code? And then they get to laugh. This nigger don't know nothing. Bag his ass up. What? Every damn time. Every time, okay? Every time. Back in the days, folks was marching. No, again, no hate. We respect all our ancestors. All right, but we got to be real. All right, folks was marching. Folks wasn't going down to the courthouse and filing claims on the damn police officer. Folks was having kumbaya moments. Marching. Even Martin Luther King said, man, I fucked up. I done led my people down and burned the damn building. And then you seen what happened to him right after that. All right, so again, brother, we don't know our rights. If you knew your rights, you will be utilizing interest to pay bills. You definitely wouldn't be saying, I need to see proof. How can you say, I need to see proof, but I know all my rights? Because if you know all your rights, the proof would be right there. Since you don't have proof, you don't know your rights. So you got to listen to people that do know their rights and that does have proof. But you got to go to the page and see the proof is at the top of my page in the highlight section. Remedy all the way back from 2021. Just keep hitting. You'll see all types of remedies, from folks getting cars, folks getting remedy with their credit cards, folks getting remedy with utilities, folks getting remedy with a bunch of different things. All right. But all my folks that follow me, that's always say things like proof. I'm going to let you know the man that waits for proof is the man that'll never get remedy. All right, I don't know where I seen that at. I don't even know if I seen that before, so I'm going to go ahead and cone it. All right, a man that needs to see proof is a man that will never see remedy. I do have documents, family. I can't show documents on here. Come on, family. Let's think about this. Let's do a real scenario. Let's say I put all my documents that I used on here, all that I've used, right? And let's say a beginner gets hold of those documents that doesn't know what's going on, family. Let's say that beginner tries to do something that they can't comprehend on, family. Let's say now that person is looking at prison time due to frivolous filings with the tax. You see what I'm saying? So again, if you see remedies, understand there were documents that went with those remedies, family. That's why you got to go to the classes and learn the documents. I can't teach the documents on here. Again, there is a private administrative process. It's not public. I know we're public talking right now, all right? But even a lot of folks tell me, like, yo, you teaching a lot of private information that you're not supposed to be. And I understand what they're saying, because you can only say so much on here, not because it's like, oh my gosh, it's forbidden. No, because a person doesn't comprehend everything. They're going to be like, okay, go this. Okay. All right, go here. Yeah, exactly. I'm protecting the minors. I'm protecting peasants. All right, because that's what I would want somebody to do for me when I was a peasant. I wouldn't want somebody to say, hey, put that sentence in and you good. And people think that's how it is, because a lot of us come from the streets and we like, oh, all I need to do this, I bet he showed me how to do it. Shit, I'm good. Then you gotta show me one time. This is not a show me one time thing, family. It's not. This is hey man, you gotta bring your ass to class, no matter if you're 95 years old, 105 years old. All right, there's no senior VIP line of competency. Everybody starts the same age, 18 and older, and capacity to contract. That's all Congress cares, is if you're 18 or if you're 25 and older. 25 and older, somebody that's 25 and older that doesn't have a capacity contract, they consider you a minor or that you're dead. Okay, so again, y'all age, please don't tell yourself that I'm older, so I need it broken down a little bit. No, my friend, we're gonna have to knock some of those cobwebs off and get that machine running again. Our brains ain't dead. All right, but when we get to thinking, saying, I know all my rights, now we feel like we don't have anything to learn. We start to slow down. We start to say things like, well, I've seen it all, done it all. There's nothing for me to do. Then our molecules slow down. Arthritis kick in, dementia kick in. Okay, slows down. Medication starts coming in. Okay. Yeah, so you said I tend to pay miss a couple of times. All right, so what are you talking about? It's proof. Or you don't, or are you saying you don't believe that I know how to do it? Because I might have was hearing you wrong. All right, but just to stay on track. All right, contracts, family. Go read your contracts. Go read them. A lot of you don't even have your contract. All right, so what you want to do is call the corporation, let them know you just hit the local lottery. All right, and let them know you just came into some money. You want to pay all your accounts off, and tell them to send you a payoff sheet. They're going to say congratulations on your achievement. We're going to get that payoff sheet out to you. All right, when you get that payoff, your contract. And you get the payoff sheet. Tell them you want a payoff sheet, but tell them, hey, I also need a copy of my contract. Okay, remember that, family. All right, remember that. Okay, because I know a lot of folks having a hard time filing their filing their contract through emails. That's another thing, family. It's 2024 allegedly. You need to know how to be tech savvy, how to go to your emails, how to find emails. So many people go to their emails, don't even know how to use the search bar in their emails where you can type in a keyword and it goes to the exact email. People really be swifting through 30,000 emails. I can't find it. What day was it? I can't find it. I can't. And it's like, yo. And then they be like, oh, I found it. But we can find all the celebrity gossip, though. We can find out who cheating on who, though. You see what I'm saying? That's why I really don't have any sympathy for us as a whole, because I see us move daily. I see what we are interested in, and I see what the shit that we're not interested in. And every time there's a point to come up when things get hard and the things that we're supposed to be interested in is supposed to come into play, we don't know it because of things that we was interested in. Now we get the government ain't shit. Man, the public school system wasn't shit. Man, my daddy wasn't shit. Man, my mama wasn't shit. My daddy left me. Well, good. He had to get far away from you and your uninformed mama. Good. Or the woman, I'm glad she left. Okay? Good. All right? That's what your story was. Good. Everybody can't have both of their parents. Some parents died before they was even born. Not saying that's good. I'm just saying that's everybody's journey. You can't come, well, I didn't have my daddy. It's people that never had a fucking daddy. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't have my mama. It's some people that never had a mama. What are you going to do with that information? Okay? So understand, family. We got classes available. Okay? We have classes available. All right? Go back and hear this live to understand what you need to put on your bill. But understand, that is not all you need to do. I'm just kind of giving you some beans, okay, so you kind of understand why that's put in there, why that's going there to give you a piece to the puzzle. You need to go read your contract, all right? You need to go read your contract again. Okay, you need to make the phone calls you need to make to the corporations. All right, you need to find out which addresses you need to contact to get to the executive offices, all right? Because you have questions about interest and claiming interest in the contract, and you need to speak to somebody in the executive department or customer relations. All right, so my buy and my for. Again, my buy is going to be my last name, first name, middle initial. This is how I'm going to sign the back of my bill or my contract. All right. By, last name, first name, middle initial, / agent. Right on that, it's going to be for, semicolon, my all caps name, first name, last name, / principal. All right. So I got my by, semicolon, last name, first name, middle initial, / agent or representative. Right up there, I'm putting for, I'm putting first name, last name in all caps, / principal. Okay? That's what we're doing. All right. Now, why am I doing that? And I'm also putting without recourse right up under that. I'm not putting no UCCs, none of that, because anybody that understands UCCs knows you're not even supposed to put the UCC code on. You're supposed to put the expression. You're supposed to put the word. You're supposed to put without recourse. You're not supposed to put the UCC 3 dash. You're not supposed to do that. All right. All right. So you got to understand. What a restrict endorsement is. Understand what a restrict endorsement is. I just restrict endorse. I just let them know who it's by, the living agent, who it's for the principal. The debt is owed to the principal. The debt is owed to the principal. You asking a question, P Love 2, why don't you go ask her? Y'all act like I hold these folks' hands. Y'all, I don't hold nobody's hand, family. I don't hold nobody's hand. All right, folks are on their own path. What you thought I was gonna be? Hey. No, my friend. Sorry, I'm not that type of teacher. Okay, folks are on their own journey. Go ask her how it's going. Go ask her. No, I'm saying you said she got her case dismissed. I'm like, yo, go ask her. I know a bunch of people that got their case dismissed. I'm saying go ask her. Yes, she is a student of mine. Yes. How many students have went to school, okay, and didn't pass the test and is still trying to pass the test, family? Come on with these dumbass questions. Yes, she's my student. Like, what does... She got a case dismissed? A lot of my students got case dismissed. A lot of my students have been able to appeal their cases, man. Like, well, what are you talking about? Hey, man, folks be thinking they, like, no, I know you're not being funny, but you're also not being intelligent. You see what I'm saying? Which is why it's funny. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's funny. You're saying, well, is she a student? You're like that's supposed to, like, I'm supposed to be calling every single student that I ever had. You know how many students that all came to my class? What are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. So I'm supposed to call every single student that ever took my class. Say, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Now, it's not a distraction. This is actually a question a lot of people need to hear, because a lot of people think this. They just don't say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? But, well, I know somebody took a class and they got their case dismissed. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. I know some people that took my class and got their case dismissed in a good way. I know people that won their case. So what are we doing? Are we comparing the people that... What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? There's people that... And I don't call them a failure. They're just ones that they got their case dismissed and they are still studying. I'm sure she's still studying. Okay? I'm sure everybody that's, well, I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm sure a lot of folks that understood what they did wrong, I'm sure they're studying. All right, they may have came here, didn't get the results they wanted, but got some information. They may have went somewhere else. It added to it and got remedy. I don't know. Okay. All right. So, yes, you can use, somebody asked about a U-Haul. Yes, you can definitely use that. All right. Yeah, it's good and bad. It's good and bad, but a lot of people think everything's just good. A lot of people think I just get remedy on everything. That's not true. Okay, that's not true, family. All right, I got to battle just like everybody else. All right, do y'all think when I just send my stuff in, they just be like, okay, yeah, you got... No, family. All right, I can literally teach family. All right, I can literally teach folks exactly how I do it. All right, they're still going to have some pushback. All right, I still get pushback. All right, I still get pushback. They don't just say, hey, man, we see that you teach classes, access granted. No, family. They be like, what interest? What security interest? We've never had nobody access to transfer security. And I got to explain, family. Okay? Yeah, I beat my eviction. As you can see, plenty of people has beat their eviction using my class. All right, now there's some people that probably didn't beat eviction. You see what I'm saying? All right, there's people that literally got their titles to their cars. There's people that lost their cars. I'm just saying, it's going to be pushback. You said the whole Holly, why did I'm saying that she got her case dismissed, and I'm sure because me and Holly already spoke about why it might get dismissed. So I'm saying we already talked about that. She understands why. You know what I'm saying? She was still in the journey. She's still in the journey. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just because they said dismiss doesn't mean now you gotta look at why they said dismiss. Oh, they said dismiss for lack of claim. Okay, let me retract. Let me go study some more. Let me go build a proper claim. Okay, because clearly the court said I don't have a claim. All right, let me express that I do have a claim. All right. So yeah, that's what's going on. But my thing is, everybody should know that nobody should ever come in this game thinking it's just like okay, well, I'm gonna send this off and then it's guaranteed. Not one time have anybody ever said it's guaranteed. All right, it's guaranteed. I will say it's guaranteed when you build capacity. Okay, yeah, I'm sure she dismissed it because so she can adjust it. All right, I'm sure that's what she's doing. All right, all she gotta do is go refile it. It's simple. Like, it's not the end of the world. If you get your case dismissed, family, go read why they dismissed it and go take another crack at it. Meaning, don't just rush back in there, but go home and study. All right, go home and study. All right, understand. Damn, why did they say that I didn't establish jurisdiction? Why did they say this was out of their jurisdiction? Oh, did I add my Federal Reserve damages to my claim at court? Oh, that's why they dismissed it, because it even says in the Federal Reserve Section 29 that these damages are supposed to be assessed with the OCC, not the courthouse. But so many people get to counting that, oh, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Oh, they owe me 34 million from the Federal Reserve. And then they add it to their damages with a court complaint. And that's not the same, family. And that's how a lot of people lose their case. And then they come to me and say, well, you said there's $1 million a day. I said, go read Section 29. It specifically tells you assessment is through the OCC. If it's a national bank, and if it's a member bank, you're supposed to go to the board of directors of that bank. Yeah, I know it happened to a lot of people. That's why I try to tell folks, hey, read it. Keep reading. You got to keep reading, because the Congress is not going to tell you something and not give you instructions on how to assess it. They always do. It's always probably at the very bottom, at the end of the act. All right, it's probably somewhere in the middle. Okay, first thing they always do is in the beginning, before you read, they give you the vocabulary words, what the vocabulary words mean. Now, you got to get to reading, because they're going to tell you what type of assessment it should be, what type of nature, what kind of notice it should be. I know when I send my notice to the OCC, it's supposed to be titled Notice of Assessment. Okay, Notice of Assessment. Okay, yeah, all L's aren't losses, all L's are lessons. All right, that's why I say when people say they lost their case, no, their case just got dismissed. That don't mean they lost. If they lost, they wouldn't have a chance to appeal. Yeah, you got to change your mentality from sheep mentality to a lion mentality and really understand what's going on, family, because a lot of the sheep is trying to do wolf or lion things, okay? No, not you saying it's lost. I'm just saying a lot of people say it's lost. Like, oh, man, they lost their case. You know, I got people that bring up like certain things. Like, I know somebody that took your class and they lost their case. And it's like, okay, who's to blame for that? Am I to blame? And they be like, well, it's your student. And I'm like, so all the students that failed, you blame the teacher. What about the students that passed? Because to blame the teacher, all students will have to fail. You see what I'm saying? To blame the teacher meaning there has to be no success rate. And that's not the case at HCA. You know, we teach people how to read. All right, from your reading, it's going to show you if you're capable or ready to receive remedy. A lot of people try to push that gun and they don't be ready. And then they tell themselves, man, this stuff don't work. And that's just not true. Okay? You got to keep studying. All right? One thing we can't think to ourselves that we know everything, because I damn sure don't know everything. And I know somebody that's paying a bill with cash or income don't know a damn thing. Okay? And I don't know everything. So, you know, a person just has to understand, like, look themselves in the mirror and say, yo, I'm uninformed. I need to learn what's going on, okay, because I'm the only one that can save myself. And the first step of saving myself is reading my contracts. The first step of saving my family is reading my contracts, not going out and working and buying food, putting food on the table. That's not helping your family, y'all. I know it sounds crazy. Why do I say that's not helping your family? Because we have a right to eat. All right, there's food stamps. The reason why you can't get food stamps is because you're bringing in income and you're not claiming revenue. All your bills are already paid, meaning you don't need income. The reason why you bring in income is basically waiving your government benefits, your right to housing, your right to food stamps, your right to clothes on your back. You have a right to all the basic necessities. All right, it's not a privilege, family. I mean, people say, if you don't work, you don't eat. That sounds like a peasant. That sounds like somebody that doesn't know how to create. That sounds like a slave. If you don't work, you don't eat. Damn. They don't sound like a slave deal to you? All right. That don't sound like you? All right. Yeah, it's early over here. Y'all. It's like 11 o'clock. I woke up stupid early, so my day don't start till 1. All right. So, yeah. All right. But, yeah, with that being said, y'all, make sure y'all tap in with any classes coming up. We got a child support class coming up with me and Dev Hop. Definitely informative brother. We're supposed to be doing a live on his live as well. But if anybody that has any father, any mother that's on child support, and you want to learn how to handle child support and have it where your child is still being provided for, please tap in August 10th. Link is in the bio. Class is 100. All right, 100. Yes, if you already paid child support and you've already closed the case, you can reopen up that case and get your interest back, family. That's why you need to take this 2-day class. The class is 2 days. The class is on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, you're going to meet with Dev Hop, and he's going to go over child support, the full process. All right, on day 2, which is Sunday, you're going to spend the day with me going over contracting and exactly how to claim the unearned interest. Okay? Now, again, August 10th, family. All right, seats are limited. Y'all know how many people is on child support? They want to learn this information. They want to learn this information, how can I get off of child support where it's not holding me back, but my child can still be provided for. Okay, that's the process. All right, and one last thing, we got the mentorship coming up in September. Again, we're only doing 50 spots, family. All right, 30 spots has already been took. All right, we be having some legend. We have a Hall of Fame boxer in our mentorship, last mentorship. I don't drop names and nothing like that, but yeah, he'll probably see this live. But man, when I tell y'all, I used to whoop folks' ass with him on fight night. Oh my God! So when actually seeing him in that mentorship, it really let me know like I'm doing the right thing. Okay, I'm getting around folks that I played with on the video game when I was little. You see what I'm saying? We were able to connect due to information. They don't care how much money I got. They're not caring about mansions, Rolls Royces. They got all that. They want information. All right. So I'm looking for also to have some big names in this next mentorship as well. But forget the big names. All right. Just because your name big or small. All right. It's all about that all caps name. All right. That's the biggest name of all. All right. So again, that mentorship is $2,000, family. All right. Cry to your mama. Cry to your daddy. Okay. Again, if you signed up for the mentorship and you just signed up, your spot is not reserved. A lot of people seen that it's free to sign up and just signed up. I'm like, family, you got to pay for this, family. Mentorship isn't free, okay? So again, first come, first serve. It is $2,000. We're going to meet the full month of September. All right, 3 times a week, 3 hours a day. All right. 3 times a week, 3 hours a day. First week, we're going over the fundamentals. Second week, we're going over endorsing the bill. All right, bill of exchange, things like that, creating our foundation. Third week, we're going over courts. All right, we're going over court. How to file a discrimination lawsuit. How to file a breach of contract lawsuit. Okay, so again, you're getting all that for $2,000. It's not cheap. And I don't think that's high at all. Some people got mentorships for 3 days and they charge $5,000. Not talking about anything like that, but you know, you're gonna learn how to collect interest. You're gonna learn how to never have to work again. Okay, and I would definitely advise anybody that takes that September mentorship, go ahead and clear your September out. All right, most people that grasp my mentorship, they already go ahead and take the month off. They go ahead and sacrifice. They go ahead and get their bread, their cheese, and they meat, making ham cheese sandwiches for the month, all right? Because they understand that they got to go into survival mode. Not survival mode, but I should say they got to go into sacrifice mode. Like me, and I ain't doing nothing this month. I'm just locking in. Because when I come out of this, I'm going to have abundance. All right? I'm going to have an abundance. All right, I got folks that's in my mentorship. We don't even go over food stamps, but I be having folks in my mentorship getting food stamps just off the information. Okay, literally. All right, but yeah, of course, you would definitely want to study before you quit. But I got folks that quit their jobs to study. I'm a wolf. I quit everything I was doing and started studying. You know, that was just me because I knew I wouldn't turn around. It was no, oh, my job. Most people that hold on to their job, they don't really leave because they feel like, I just can't leave. You know, this all I got. You know, I'm studying, but I just, you know what I'm saying? So that sacrifice is never really made. You know, it's like having one foot in, one foot out. You got to go all in. So I would say grab this mentorship. Save up as much money as you can before the mentorship just for that month. So now you can kind of learn your information. You can go get you a food stamp card. All right, you can start getting your contract. Because remember, a month, family, every 30 days a new bill come, right? So imagine you learn this for a month, right? Okay, and then not that next month coming, but that following month, you start reaching out to your corporation because you have an understanding on how you're about to transfer your interests so you don't have to use income. All right, that's what I'm here for, y'all. I'm here to show you how to use interest instead of income. That's it. In 5 seconds to explain who I am and what I'm here for. I'm here to show you how to use interest instead of income. All right, and if that's too much out of your thinking space, go back to work. All right, well, with that being said, y'all, peace, love. Y'all be safe. Make sure y'all read them contracts. Make sure y'all be due diligent. And make sure you're not being stupid, family. All right, peace and love.